Okay guys, this is the solution for your homework. For J, it's sine 1950 degree times cos negative 2010 degree. Okay, so for this one we have to make the angle is smaller. Yeah, so it will be sine in the bracket 1950 minus 1800 ya, because it's the multiple of 360 and it's very close with 1950 times cos. For the negative one we have to add, not minus ya. We have to add with maybe 180 to 160 ya, to 160 ya. Okay, 2160 multiple of 360. Okay, for this one minus it will be sine 150, and for this one cos in the bracket 150 ya. Okay, so sine 150 half. For this one cos 150 negative half square root of 3, negative 1/4 square root of 3. Next is L, sine 300 360 minus 360, sine 60 half square root of 3, and then tan 330 it will be tan 30, but it in kuadran 4 ya. Yang tadi juga sine kuadran 4 negatif, tan kuadran 4 juga negatif, 1/3 square root of 3, and then secant. Nah, secant 420 ya. Secant 420 equals to secant in the bracket 420 minus 360 first. It will be secant 60. Secant 60 is the opposite of cos 60 ya. Cos 60 is half. So the secant will be 2 over the bottom is cotangent 135. Tan 135 is negative 1. Negative 1. Cotangent is the opposite, so it will be negative 1 also. And then for cos 210, 180 minus 210, 30 in quadrant 3 negative, cos 30 half square root of 3, cosecant 315. Cosecant 315 equals to cosecant in quadrant 4 negative, still cosecant 360 minus 315 45. Cosecant is the opposite of sine, so the sine is square root of 2 over 2 ya. The opposite will be 2 over square root of 2, negative 2 over square root of 2. Okay, so we can cross out this 3, the square root of 3, and then negative these 2, and then also half ya. Udah ya, jadi the result is negative, and then this square root of 2 go to top, 1/3 square root of 3 times square root of 2 square root of 6. Okay, next is M. For M, I have sine 765. We have to make it smaller, minus it with 720, and then tan 135 itu langsung ya. Tan 135 quadrant 2 negative, tan 45 is 1 over sine 780. 780 minus 720, cos negative in quadrant 2, cos 30 square root of 3 over 2. Okay, next is this one will be sine 45, and this one will be sine 60. Sine 45 is square root 2 over 2, sine 60 square root of 3 over 2 times negative 1 times negative square root of 3 over 2. So I can cross out this negative and then cross out these 2. Udah ya. Okay, so the result will be 2 over square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3, square root of 2. 2 over 3 square root of 2. Okay. So for number n, yeah, we are not similar. We are not familiar with pi, so we have to change the pi into the angle. We know that pi is 180 degrees, so this one will be 180 degree over 12, like that, and then plus sine 5 pi, 5 times 180 degree over 12, and then plus again with sine 9 pi, 9 times 180 degree over 12. Okay, so for the bottom part, it will be cos 3 times 180 degree over 4 plus cos 11 times 180 degree over 12, and then plus one more time 7 times 180 degree over 12. Okay, let's calculate this together, and the result will be like this: sine 15 degree. Unfortunately, we don't have sine 15 degree in our table, yeah, and we also doesn't have sine 75, so we only can calculate for sine 135. So I will leave this sine and this sine also, and then for this one I will calculate it square root of 2 over 2 over cos 135 negative square root of 2 over 2 in quadrant 2 negative, ya. Nah, for this one cos 165 degree, we can simplify it, yeah, simplify the form. So for cos 165 degree equals to I think for this one we have to use 90 degree as our benchmark, ya. Itu tujuannya biar sama-sama yang atas, biar jadi sin. So the cos should be changed into sine, so we have to use the 90 degree benchmark. Okay, so we have to use 90 degree. First is quadrant, this one is quadrant 2, cos in quadrant 2 will be negative, and then because we are using 90 degree as our benchmark, so the cos should be changed into sine, and then you have to minus the angle, the angle 165 minus 90. 165 minus 90 is 75. So this one will be negative sine 75, like that. And then for this one also cos 105. I think we should change the cos into sine. So this one is quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 cos is negative, and then we have to change the cos into sine by using 90 degree as our benchmark. So 105 minus 90, it will be 15. So the last one will be negative sine 15 degree. After that I can factorize the negative, yeah, so the top one will be the same, sine 75 degree plus square root 2 over 2 over negative 1 in the bracket. I will arrange to be more similar with the top one, plus square root 2 over 2. Okay, and then as you know, the top one and the bottom one is the same, so I can cross out this, equals to negative 1. There you go. Okay guys, untuk nomor yang O, for O, I think you cannot do that, ya, because the number is not calculatable. So I think we can skip O, and then we will go to P. I already changed the pi, all of them. So 3 over 4 pi, it will be 135 degree. 5 pi over 4, it will be 225 degree. And then for the 1200, I already minus it with 1080, the multiple of 360, and then cos square 60, that means cos 60 square, and then the cosecant will be 1 over sine negative 150 degree, negative 150. I already plus it with 360 to make it positive, and then tan 3220 minus 3600 ya. So let's calculate this. For sine 135 it will be square root 2 over 2, and then for cos it will be negative square root 2 over 2, and then plus secant is 1 over cos ya, 120 degree over cos 60. Cos 60 is half is square, half squared is 1 over 4, and then for this one 1 over sine 210 degree, and then plus tan 120 degree. Okay, this one is all special angles, so it will be easy. So square root of 2 is 2, cross out, negative half, plus 1 over 120 ya, negative half, over 1 over 4 times sine 30, negative 1 over sine 30 half, and then plus tan 120. Tan 120 is negative square root of 3. Okay, simplify it. It will be negative half minus 2 over 1 over 4 in the bracket, negative 2 minus square root of 3. After that I will have to rationalize over negative 2 plus ya, plus square root of 3, and then for the top one, negative 2, negative half, it will be negative 5 over 2, right? 4 over 2, okay, over 1 over 4, this times this equals to 2, and then this times this equals to negative 3, sorry, this one is 4. Negative 2 times negative 2, it will be 4, and then minus 3. Okay, so the top part will be negative 2 plus square root of 3. After that, negative 5 over 2 times 4 yeah, and then times negative 2 plus square root of 3 over 1 yeah. I move this 4 to the top side, and then the result will be negative 10 in the bracket, negative 2 plus square root of 3. I will multiply it, it will be 20 minus 10 square root of 3. There you go. Next is Q. For Q is sine 45. Sine 45 we already have the result, which is square root of 2 over 2 times sine 65. I will leave the sine 65 like that, and then the sine 75 also, over for the bottom part cos 60. Cos 60 is half, and then cos 15 yeah, cos 15, and then cos 25. Okay, let's change the cos 15 and then the cos 25 yeah, using 90 degree. Use 90. Okay, this one is quadrant 1. Cos in quadrant 1 will be positive, and then the cos will be changed into sine. 90 degree minus 15, it will be 75. For this one is also positive, sine 90 minus 25 equals to 65 yeah. So the first one will be sine 75, and the second part will be sine 65. Wow, we can cross out sine 75 and sine 65, and then also the half. So the result is square root of 2. Okay, for R, I will leave the sine 75 like that, so it will be sine 75 times cos. I will make it smaller using 270 yeah. If you use 270, it will be sorry, I will calculate it first yeah. 270, this one is quadrant 4, sorry, quadrant 4. Okay, cos is in quadrant 4 will be positive, the cos will be changed into sine, and then 280 minus 270 yeah, equals to 10. So it will be positive sine 10, and then tan 135 is negative 1 over cos, I will make it smaller using 270 ya. Cos 345 is in quadrant 4, cos is in quadrant 4 will be positive, and then the cos will be changed into sine. I will use 270 minus 270 equals to 75, so this one will become sine 75. And then for sine 190, I will use 180 degree as our benchmark. This one is quadrant 3, sine in quadrant 3 will be negative, and then sine also, because we are using 180 degree, it will become 10, negative sine 10 times negative sine 10. And then cotangent is the opposite of 10, so I will calculate 10 225 first. It will be 1, because it's in quadrant 3, so the cotangent of 225 will be 1 over 1 equals to 1. This one will be 1. Okay, next is cross out this, and this, and this, and the result is 1. Okay, for S is the same, but I will teach you the simpler way to solve this. As you know that sine 30 is equal to cos 60, right? Sine 30 is equal to cos 60, which is square root, half. And then sine 45 will be equal to cos 45, which is square root 2 over 2, and then sine 60 equals to cos 30, which is square root of 3 over 2. Yeah, take a look at the pattern. This one, if you add them, it will be 90 degree. This one, if you add them, it will be 90 degree. This one, if you add them, it will be 90 degree. From this experiment, we know that when I have two angles that the sum is 90, the value of sine and the cos will be the same. So for example, if I have sine 20 degree, it will be the same with cos 70 degree. Why? Because the sum of the two angle is 90 degree. It will be like that. Yeah, so I can use that to solve this one. So cos 50 will be equal with sine 40, because if I add the angle, it will be 90. Yeah, and then cos 70 will be equal to sine 20, and then for cos 80 it will be equal to sine 10. There you go. And then we can cross out all of them. The result is 1. Easy, right? The next is t. For t, it will be second. I will move the second to the bottom, yeah, because second is the inverse of cos, so I will write it like this: second 10 means cos 10 at the bottom part, and then second 20 it will be cos 20, second 40 it will be cos 40, and then second 50 it will be cos 50, yeah, because second is the opposite of cos. Next is cosecant. Cosecant pertamanya itu ada di bawah ya. Nah, cosecant itu kebalikannya sin. Jadi dia nanti bakal di atas. Nah, kamu tulis sin 40 di atas. Cosecant 40 it will become sin 40 at the top. And then for this one will be sin 50 at the top. And then this one is sin 70 at the top. And this one will be sin 80 at the top. Okay, after that we will use the previous method. Yeah, so the sine I will leave it like that, and then I will change all of the cos. Sin 70 and then sin 80 over, for the bottom part, cos 10. Cos 10 equals to, cos 10 will be sin 80. Why? Because when I add them up, it will be 90. And then this one is sin 70, and then this one is sin 50, and then this one is sine 40. After that I can cross out sine 40, sine 50, sine 70, and sine 80 equals to 1. Okay, next is number 21a. For number 21a, I will simplify the form. Sine 180 plus alpha, it will be in quadrant 3. In quadrant 3, sine is negative, so I will write negative first, and then the benchmark is normal, so the sign will not change, it's still sine, and then I can remove the 180 and leave the alpha with sign. Over for the second one, it's in quadrant 2. For quadrant 2, sign is positive, so I will write positive first, and then 90 degree is not normal, yeah, so you have to change the sign into cos alpha. So the result is negative sine alpha over cos alpha. Later I will teach you that sine alpha over cos alpha is also negative tan alpha, yeah, but it's later. So for now, you only have to answer like this. Okay, next is 21b. So we have cosecant right now, yeah. Cosecant, as you know, cosecant is the opposite of sine. So I will write sine instead of cosecant. Sine in the bracket 180 plus alpha, but it's on the bottom, yeah. Times cos 90 degree minus alpha. Okay, after this I will simplify this. Equals to 180 plus alpha, it will be quadrant 3. Sine in quadrant 3 will be negative. It's normal, so it will be sine alpha. For this one is quadrant 1. Cos in quadrant 1 will be positive, and then that is not normal, times sine alpha. Yeah, you have to change the cos into sine if the benchmark is 90 degree. And then this is not addition, this is multiplication, yeah, so you have to multiply them. Negative sine times sine, negative sine square alpha. So this is the answer, but maybe you can change it again into cosecant, yeah, because 1 over sine is cosecant, so you can change into cosecant square alpha. There you go. Okay, next is C. For C, we have fraction and then cosecant at the top. I will change the cosecant into sine at the bottom, 180 minus alpha. And then for the secant at the bottom, I will change it into cos at the top, yeah, cos 90 plus alpha. Okay, so for the top one, it will be quadrant 2. Quadrant 2, cos in quadrant 2 will be negative, and then remove the 90. The cos will be changed into sine because the benchmark is not normal. For this one is in quadrant 2. Sine in quadrant 2 will be positive, and then it's normal, so it will be sine alpha. You can cross out sine alpha equals to negative 1. Next is 21d. It's the same, so I have secant at the top, it will be cos at the bottom, cos 180 plus alpha, and then I have cotangent. Cotangentnya biarin di bawah aja ya, so it will be cotangent in the bracket 90 minus alpha. Okay, so for the first one, it will be quadrant 3. Cos in quadrant 3 will be negative, so I will write negative first, and then the benchmark is normal, so it will be cos alpha again. And then cotangent 90 minus alpha is in quadrant 1. Cotangent in quadrant 1 will be positive because cotangent is the opposite of tan, yeah. Tan in quadrant 1 is positive. And then we use 90 degree as our benchmark. So before I already told you that tan will be changed into cotangent when you use 90 or 270, right? Now for this one, it's also the same. Cotangent 90 will be changed into tan, yeah, and then alpha. So the result will be negative 1 over cos alpha times tan alpha. Oke, sampai sini kalian udah benar. Sebenarnya bisa dilanjutin tapi nanti ya, nggak sekarang. Next is 21e. We have tan 180 plus alpha over tan negative alpha, ya. So for this one, that is quadrant 3. In quadrant 3, 10 is negative. The benchmark is normal, so I will write tan alpha. Does not need to change the 10. And then for 10 negative alpha is in quadrant 4, remember that. And then 10 in quadrant 4 will be negative, and then the benchmark is normal, so it will be tan alpha negative equals to 1. So this one will be 1. Next is cotangent 270 plus alpha. This one is quadrant 4. Cotangent in quadrant 4 will be negative. And then because we use 270, the cotangent should be changed into 10, yeah, tan alpha over secant, that is in quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 for secant is positive. Secant is the opposite of cos, yeah, it should be positive. And then not cos is still secant alpha, yeah. Okay, so negative tan alpha 1 over secant is cos alpha.